Hello world, this is ToasterOven, and I'm going to show you how to proxy hatch. Isn't that fun? Alright, so basically, I'm going to try to show you the timings for how to get a hatch into somebody's main in, like, I think it's a 4-minute mark or so, but it's very, very fast, and, it actually only works on maps with huge mains. The idea is, around 10 supply, we're going to go ahead and place a hatchery in the opponent's main, and if they're not zerg, the idea is to spinecrawler rush. If they are zerg, I don't know why you built a hatchery there. I mean, I've done it before. Kind of defeats the purpose. You can kind of send the drones there and build spine crawlers in the first, or without having to have a hatchery in the first place. But thankfully, we're not fighting a Protoss. So basically, we're going to go ahead and fight someone who likes to pretend that they're on either Team EG or is on Team EGA or something. But anyways, Protoss, one of the this is the best race I feel to do a spine crawler rush against, because usually, especially if they do a Forge Fast Expand, they're not going to have any units out to defend it except for probes and maybe a zealot. And especially if you're in a Silver League like this guy is, you're going to build cannons next to it if you spot it. The idea, of course, is not to get spotted. So basically, the idea is simple. We're just going to go ahead, drone up to 10 drones. Actually, you want the drone to hide in the main and hope that he doesn't plant a pylon or have probes scouting wherever you're sending the drones. Because the moment that he realizes that the drone's there, he's going to scout what's up. He's going to look for that from that worker that's hiding in the corner of his base. And he's going to end up finding a hatchery.
Game paused.
Alright, he's pausing. So, I guess I could just elaborate on the strategy a little bit. But, so we're going to go ahead and do a 10 hatchery. We're going to go ahead and go up to 10 drones. That drone is going... The drone over here is definitely going to get to the main before we get 300 minerals. Because right now we only have 35. But once it gets 300 minerals, you're going to plant it in the corner. Because hopefully he's not going to build something in that corner. Which does make sense too. And that what's going to happen is we're going to build a spawning pool directly after it. So we'll save up 200 minerals for that. Then you can go ahead and build 2 more drones. Then you build an overlord. The way that this works is, conveniently, you're going to have a hatchery, the hatchery pop, the spawning pool pop, and the overlord pop at generally the same time. There's a little wiggle room if you want to build a drone before the spawning pool. But the general idea is going to be that they all happen at the same time. And then what's going to happen is, when that hatchery pops up, just click QSD, build a queen, build a drone. And then once that drone pops, you build a spine crawler close to the hatchery. Hopefully he's not paying attention to his main base, so he's not going to see the creep in time until the spine crawler is maybe like halfway finished. And then you're probably going to have about 2 or 3 spine crawlers being made, because you would have had enough time to make 2 or 3 drones. This is actually kind of troublesome. I apologize for this. So, again, the reason why this is best against Protoss is they're not going to have units out in time to defend it. The problem is, though, if they do a gateway expand, they probably will have just enough to get rid of it. Especially if they scout it very quickly, they just chrono out the zealot, they just get the zealot to poke at the hatchery. Hatchery ends up coming out with about 1/3 of its health, and thusly you'll lose the hatchery, and you've just lost 300 minerals and a bunch of mining time. In TVZ, the reason why this would not work as well, it still kind of works though, is, well, first of all, they can just lift off and go to another base if it actually succeeds, but also they can get units out faster. So they can just poke you with 2 Marines and an SCV or 2, And they're already picking health off the hatchery. Alright, so hopefully we're gonna start.
Game resumed.
So the hatchery is probably gonna be spawning around there-ish. If you build a spine crawler in the back, then it's in a defensive location. Then you just keep building a couple of spines there. Then the queen will pop out about there. You want to place a creep tumor as soon as you can. Thankfully, this guy did not place a pylon yet. You don't want to let him see anything. So you're not going to scout his base.
More minerals.
Alright, so the hatchery's going to fit right there. So now we're going to go ahead and wait for 200 minerals. Flash off my APM. There's the spawning.
Game paused.
And I'm curious why he's continuously pausing.
We
But that's
require
okay.
more minerals. We require more minerals.
Spam clicking's a habit of mine, by the way. Because, as many pros will have you think, spamming APM is the first key to success in a StarCraft. StarCraft professional careers. Alright, so the hatchery's about 10 seconds from finishing. So you can actually build drones after the overlord pops, as long as you have about 200 minerals when this pops out. So I built one too many drones in the other base. I'm not going to cancel the larva. I have a habit of not, or I tend not to do that. But yeah, now we're just going to keep building drones. And once this pops out, there's the spine crawler. This one could probably go back here as well.
We require more minerals.
I get enough money. Alright, now if he's paying attention to his base, he'll see it. If this creep tumor gets down, this is one of your biggest advantages, by the way. So, okay, gonna go ahead and keep finding places to put the spine crawlers.
We require more minerals.
Alright, now that this is done, he still hasn't attacked, so I can just go ahead and bring this up a little bit. He actually doesn't have anything, so this is very promising. Second spine crawler's done. So this is one of those not so good players, I'm assuming, because he only has 2 zealots. He cannot scout this. And from then on, you either look like a BM cheeser, or people think that this is the best strategy that they've ever seen in their entire life. Unfortunately, I think he thought I was a BM cheeser. So basically, that's how you do a spine crawler rush. Game usually ends in 6 minutes or 45 minutes. A clear win, clear loss. But the timing, as I just showed you, works out very well. You don't need that much APM to actually execute it. As long as you just remember the simple timings, 10 hatch, 9 pool, and then 10 overlord. And just remember to keep making drones in the natural, or your proxy, and just keep spreading creep. Then you can go ahead, cover their base entirely, and you can win. As long as they don't scout it. So anyways, this is ToasterOven. Hope you guys enjoy. Go through all the yada yada that most YouTubers go through. Alright, so subscribe, click below, bottom left, if I remember correctly, which I hope I did. And go ahead, leave any comments. If you hated the video, go ahead, tell me. I'd rather know that, although I wish you didn't. Or I wish you didn't hate it. But, and if you liked the comments, it's kind of nice to know. A little bit of enthusiasm from you, a little bit of encouragement towards me, and then I'll make more of these. Because this is my first one, keep in mind. That is not a testing video. So, I hope you enjoyed it. You guys all have a good day. Go have a good rest of your YouTube stream, or spree. Rest of your night, whatever.